It's no news that you should treat trading as a business if you really want to succeed in it. And one of the ways you can successfully do this is by journaling. Taking journaling serious cannot be overemphasized. Journaling is one of the ways you can keep track of your trading activities, both your wins, your successes, your mistakes, and the lessons you've learned from it. There are so many things that make up a journal. This, in the long term, is what you can use to develop your trading plan or make up your trading rules. My name is Ekene Matthew, and without wasting any much time, let's get started with today's video. In today's video, I'll be showing you my journal and how you can also do or develop similar journal for yourself without any stress. So do well to stick to the end of this video. Do not skip it so you do not miss the important part of this video. So now let's get started. You can use any tool for this, any software for your journaling. You can use Google Sheet, but when I started using Notion, I've stick with it, and it's kind of like very good for journaling because it has some features that Google Sheet doesn't have. So if you do not have Notion, all you just simply need to do is to sign up with your email or whatever it is that you're requested to sign up with. So once you do that, this is the home screen you'll be brought to. This is what you'll be seeing first. So to add a new page, just simply come to where you have private. Take your mouse to it and you see that these three dots and this plus sign are going to appear. So you just simply click on this plus sign to add a new page. And right there you see it will appear right below it. Okay. Now, what do you name it? For the sake of this video, we are going to just name it trading journal, which that's what we're doing. All right, trading journal. Then right above your title, you can add this if you want to. Usually I just make it as simple as possible. I just add my icon, which is more or less like a book for my journal. You can add cover if you want to, but right after you've added your title, just press enter and you'll be taken to the next line. Okay, this dots right here is your order that you can use to drag this to another line. Okay, then you have two options you can use to add whatever it is you add, whether another page or a table or name them. Then the first option is, as you can see, it has been stated here. Write something or press space for AI. That is, if you want to use the AI for something, then you can also press the / for commands. If you press the / you're given a list of things you can add to it. You can see them here. Then another way is using this plus sign. Okay, so it will also bring the same thing for you. So right now what we want to do is to add a table. Then just simply scroll down, not a page, not a column. So a table is what we need. All right, we need a table. So right here you can see it's just a simple plain table, but we need this table to be more advanced so that we can do more stuff on our journal. All right, so simply what we're going to do is when you click on it, you can just click on any box. You can see once you click on any box, you'd see this you see options, you see this back to expand the table or something. But when you come to this these three dots right here, you see the options to turn into database. All right, you can also use this option right here. Okay, you can also use this option right here. You can see the same thing. You can either click on any box to bring out the options from here, turn into database, or you just use this folder here, which also is a option button to turn into database, whichever one you feel is okay for you. Then all you need to do is to turn into database. Now you can see it is now in an advanced format. So now the question we then ask is, what are the list of things we want to include on our journal? Now this is another thing we need to put into consideration. Okay, when we are taking trades, what are the things we want to be able to go back to, and you know, and they will be useful to us? These things can include your dates, the pair you traded. It can include the date you took the trade, the time you took the trade for, that is your entry and your exit. Then the maybe your price, your entry price, your exit price. Probably it hits stop loss, or it hits TP. What else? Name them. But also, you can also, to make it even much better, and remember, to make it much better and something you can easily remember how the trade went, you can also add image to it. Okay, something you can also always go back to and just view it in a pictorial form, rather than just having data of numbers and letters. So to do just that, we can just make this one maybe a pair. Name this one pair, or naming instrument, whichever, whatever it is you want to name it. Asset, asset, instrument, pair, anything. I gave mine asset. Okay, I named mine asset, and we can just reduce the column. Then right here we can make this one date. Okay, date. Let's just add the things we want to add. Then after that we can do some editing. Now to add another column, you just press this plus sign and you have yourself another column. Okay, then these are the type of column you want to add. You just want to add ordinary text. You want to add a column that just takes only numbers. You want to take a column that has options and the rest of them. So for now, let's just click on text alone. So we can go on and name it. Can give this one entry price. Entry price. Okay. Then another thing you can do is, instead of you continuously adding and adding and adding, we can just come here right on top of the column title and duplicate. Okay, you can just duplicate it. All right, and you have it. Or just do nice to edit this. Then maybe this one we can make this one exit price. Okay, so in order not to make this video too lengthy, what I'll just simply do is to bring up my trading journal, and I'll just use that to explain further. Okay, so this is where I have it. Yeah, right here. So I'll just duplicate this. So I'll use the duplicate to continue the video. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so you can see the way I did mine. Right under my journal, I have, this is for 2025. It's January. Okay, yeah. So you can see the way I have done mine. So just simply now let me show you how I came about all of this way. All right, let's use the previous one. All right, now this, the first one, the first column is usually not editable. Okay, so that is mostly the one you want to use for your asset or instrument. It usually doesn't have much. You can see nothing. All the Only thing you can do is just to rename it and maybe just wrap in view or something like that. Okay, now for the other columns, they are free to be edited. Now, what do we have here? Date. You can then go to if you want to change you want to do any kind of changes, make any changes to it, just click on it, edit property, all right, edit property. Now, this is where you need to pay attention. Initial type is text. What we have here currently is text. But what we want is date. We then have to go to look for date. So you can see we have date here. Okay, we have date. So once you click on that, you can see both the icon has changed. Now, just pay attention at what will happen. Remember, this entry price is still on text. So you can type anything, numbers, anything whatsoever you can see on your keyboard, you can type it in here as text. But now this one's format is now on date. Look at what happens. So you see, now you can select the date in which you took your trade. Okay, you can select the date now in which you took your trade, and you can also include time to it. Right? If you want to delete it, just press highlight it and grab your clear. All right, and it will go away. Now you can also, maybe you took your trade yesterday at about maybe 10:30 or something. So you can just press 10:30 and enter. You can see, and to just be there right here. Now, one thing you can do is if you feel like you don't want everything to keep on going like that, you can see to keep on hiding. If you don't want something like that, you can just come to your property again. That is the options you have, and turn on wrap colon. Okay, turn on wrap colon. Once you do that, your text will always move to the next line if the column size, if the text has, or whatever it is you're typing has gotten to the line of the column, to just move to the next line. Okay, as you can see. So that is the function of that text wrap. Now we move on to entry. For our entry price, we just want it to be numbers. Okay, edit property. What is the type? It's just on text now, but now we can make it numbers. Okay, we can make it numbers. Now, under number, you now have the type of number you want. Okay, right here we can choose just number or number with commas or percentage. But right here, if you check the prices um, of the assets and the pairs we trade, you see that they mostly do not have anything complicated, just dots and all that. So just simply leave it at numbers alone. Right here, you can now maybe choose 1.3245 and all that, as your entry price. And the same thing, you can do the same thing for your exit price. Choose and change the type to number. Okay, yeah, change the type to number, and that's it. Okay, now what are the other things that we can add to it? Now let's go back to my trading journal. Now right here, I added entry date and time, day. All right, now what is the option I used for day here? Look, I went to what I chose for day is select. Okay, so this one, it allows you to just choose one option. Select allows you to choose one option. Let me show you how it works. Now you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I cannot select Monday and Tuesday or Monday and Thursday. I can only select one. That's it. Okay. If you want to delete it, highlight and press your backspace and it goes away. Okay. Now, how do you do this? Just simply come here, edit property, then come to type, and you see select. You can see the drop down, select. Okay. Now, if you want to change the icon, these icons are not what comes with all of these titles. You can just edit them yourself. You can see right before the title. If you want to edit the title, you can change this one to anything you want to, or you can just leave it as day. Right before you see the icons, okay, just click on it and you see a bunch of icons you can use for it. All right. Now, for entry date, I already mentioned this one. Choose date for this. Then duration. Now, there is one beautiful thing about Notion. It can help you automatically calculate something like this. How do you get your duration? Your entry minus your exit, right? That's your entry date and time minus your exit. So that is what we give you duration. Now let's do something now. Let's just assume I enter the trade at about say uh, let's say 13, sorry, let's just say 9 o'clock this morning. Then the trade ended the same day, let's say at about 9:46. Now just watch, put your eyes on the duration and see what happens. You can see what we have here, 0 hour 46 minutes. Now the question that will be coming to your mind is, how do you go about this? Just wait a minute, I'll show you how to do it in just a minute. Now let's clear this. Just till on that property, you edit property, what do you choose? Write in the type, write on the type. All you just need to do is to look for formula. Okay, look for formula, write down. You can see there is a lot you can choose from. So you choose formula. This is where you do a little bit of coding. Okay, but it's not coding per se, but it just looks as if you're coding. You just have to, if you find it hard to get exactly what you want, you can just search for something like this online on Google, on YouTube, and you find a solution to it. So right here, you can see where we have edit formula. Now we've chosen formula, edit formula. What do we have? So under this formula, you see that you can see why I said it involves a little bit of coding. But so right here, you can see date between. This is an option you can choose from. All right, it's an option you can choose from. So date between the exit date and time, entry date and time, the hours. This one is for the hours. Then plus what symbol do I want to use? H. Then plus date between exit date and time and entry date and time minutes. What do we have here? This percentage 60 means that okay, 60 minutes will give us 1 hour, then plus minutes. That is the symbol I want it to be showing me. So this, let me not bore you with this. Like I said, it's something that you can easily just get online. You don't need to really need to rack your head to get this kind of thing done. If you want to use the formula, feel that you would like to also automate some of the options here, of some of the columns, you can just choose formula and go to Google and search for something like this. All right. Now, the other one is your loss. So this one, the same thing, I used it, but this one is much more simpler. Okay. This one is just like, okay, if so and so is within this number, let it be a loss. If it is above this number, let it be a win. So that is just what this one is about. All right. Now, if you see what I chose here, it is closed P and L. Where's my closed P and L? This is it here, right here. So what I did is I did not highlight everything. I did not let all the my journal options show here. I just hid the remaining ones. But if you now want to access them all, if you want to access everything, right here, you see when you are over, when you place your mouse right on this first column, right on this first column, when you over your mouse in an empty one, you would see this thing, open side peak. Okay, this is what you find there, open side peak. Just bring your mouse and put it on any of this column, right? On any part of this column, all right? And you find this thing, open inside peak. This is where you find um, another page. Okay, this is where it just opens up another page. You can make it full screen if you want. You can also still return it back the way it was. Okay. Now you can see everything I have. I have my day entry there and time, duration loss, break even, win, initial balance, closing balance. Now I use the same thing I used for entry price and exit price, what I use for closing. Okay, no, sorry. What I use for my balance is dollar. Okay, I used dollar, but still number. What do? You go here, you choose number. That is, if you want to include balance in yours, you choose number. Okay, then edit property, choose number. Once you've chosen number, it brings you here. Then number format depends on the country you're in and what your trading account is denoted in. For me, generally we use US dollar, right? That is our account. So you choose US dollar, or you choose any other one you feel like you want to, euro or something like that. So once you enter any number here and press enter, you see it will give it to you in dollar. That is what it means. You cannot letter cannot function here. You can see nothing else can function when it comes to the uh, something like where you choose the type as number. Nothing else can function except numbers. Now I did the same thing for the closing balance. Then close P and L. I choose number as well, the same thing. Yeah, this is, what does this mean? How much did my trade end up in? Maybe $30 or something. You So now this brings us to the loss, break even, and win. You can see that I put in $30 here, and it automatically showed win. But if I should put something like 0, you can see break even. If I put something like 1, break even. If I put 4, break even. But if I put -1, you can see it is loss. Or I put -5, sorry, -6, loss. So how did I go about this? Now if you click on this loss, edit property, as I mentioned earlier, formula, okay, you scroll down and choose your formula. Now edit formula. Right here you'll see if my close P and L is less than 0, let it be loss. Okay, let it just show me loss. Now remember, this is under my loss column. If my close P and L is less than 0, that loss column should pop up loss. Okay, now how do you go about this? let me just give you just brief explanation about this. Now you see, if this is empty, you will have everything shown here, everything you have shown here. Now for this kind of situation, you will want to use a conditional command. And what kind of command is that? You use if. Now you can just simply type it. If you know your if you already are used to this, you would see that it will pop up ifs, then you just go with your ifs. All right, now inside the open bracket, what do you have? Then you look for what you want to. So if P and L, all right, it is space less than space, that is, if you like, 0, all right, then with our comma, then our apostrophe, then I used emoji. There's this command on Windows. If you're using Windows button and plus, sorry, dot button, and you have your emoji. Then I search for balls. I search for balls or something. Um, yeah, I choose my red circle. Then let it be show me lots. So you see, so you just save. All right. So once you save, you go back and you see that that is the same thing. It will show me. So anything less than 0, -1 is less than 0, so it just pop up. All right. So that's just simple. So it's the same thing with this wing. Do the same thing. Come here, edit formula, and you can see. So what I did is greater. If this is greater than 5, then show me wing. All right. Then for break even, if this is mostly for my trading style, I mostly don't use break even. Just sell and forget. But due to my new development, depending on the RR I'm targeting, then I might introduce break even to it. All right, that is why I decided to add break even here. So edit formula, you can see this one is a little bit complicated than the other ones. So close P and L is if it is less or equal to 5, give me break even. If my close P and L is less than or is greater than or equal to 0, give me break even. So that's just it. Okay, like I said, if you have trouble with this, just search for it on Google or um, on YouTube and you get an answer for it. So, but either way, you can just do it manually, right? If it gives you stress, you can just do that manually. Now, the next one is my entry price. So, entry price is just the same thing with okay, yeah, entry price. My entry price just the same thing with my exit price, so it's just numbers. Okay, just numbers, nothing else. Well, text rather. Okay, yeah, I chose the reason I chose text for exit price is because of the dot. Yeah, because of the dot. Because if you should use numbers, you won't be able to use dots. Yeah. So let's try it out and see. So 444.5. Wait, what did I just do? No, not this one. I'm trying to die edit. 6.6. I'm sure I edited this time. Oh, okay. Don't mind me. I think I've forgotten the reason why Okay. Don't mind me. The reason why I did a little bit of editing where I needed to include letter here for include letter to the entry and exit price. That is the reason I changed it to num to text. So let me just change it back to numbers. All right, I'll just change it back to numbers. So um so my risks, I place this as percentage, the same thing number, but what kind of number, right? What number format do I need for this percentage? Okay, this now this means how much am I risking? How much of my account am I risking? 1% or 0.2%, depending on your account size or something. You know? Anything. So the bottom line is at the end it will turn it to percentage. Then my RR, I made this one just text, I guess. I remember, okay, yeah, text. So just put my R out there. Then my lot size, the same thing, text. My strategy. Now, what I choose for strategy is select. Okay, select. But there's just one. I don't have multiple strategies, so it's just one. Then my confluence, the same thing. My confluence now, I did not use select for this. I use multi-select. Okay, just below or after select. Once you choose it, now what does this one do? You can choose more than one option. Now you can choose, you can see right here, you can choose one, two, three, four, and as many as you've included in the option. Okay, you can add as many. Now, how do you even add all your options? This also applies to the single select. Okay, once you edit this, come to edit, and you've selected the type, you've selected okay, this one, just don't stress yourself about this. What you do now is you see this plus sign, click on it, and this is where you add the new stuff you want to add to it, and press enter. Okay, if you want to delete it, press on it and you see delete, or you change the color, you understand, then you can also delete. So it's just as simple as that. Then you can go further, all right? You can go further to add other things to it. So I'll be ending this video here. It's getting too long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create the continuation of this video, like a part 2 of this, where I'll be sharing more stuff, how you can improve on your journal, not just having list of things like this, where you can where you have options of adding images, a screenshot of your trades, where you can impute your thoughts during, after, before the trades. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Subscribe to this channel, like and share this video to as much people as you can. Help me grow this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that by the time I'm dropping the continuation of this video, you'll be notified. All right, you really don't want to miss the continuation, because I will also be sharing with you how you can make your um how you can create templates with your Notion journal. All right, and also you'll be getting a template should, in case you're having difficulty doing all of these things I've just showed you. I'll be sharing this my journal as a template, so you don't want to miss it. Don't forget, again, subscribe, like, share this video, and also turn on your notification bell. Right, so to my next video, take care, peace.